Okay guys, welcome back. This is structure material tests number, I think it's number 5. What I'm doing is actual horizontal stability tests. The first test in this video is going to be with the metal trussing. I've had some reports that trussing is not holding up like it used to be. So we'll have a two truss set, a 3 truss set, a 4 truss set, and a 5 truss set. And what I'm going to do is basically remove the pillar stuff from underneath them, and we're going to see how they hold up when they're self-supported. If they collapse, then we'll know that is the maximum length out that they can go. If they don't, then what we'll do is we'll put the supports back in and add a weight to the top and see what their structural capability is based on weight. So this will be the first test in that. So we'll start here with two blocks, 2 trusses, passes it can hold. So 3 trusses appear to be holding. Now this is on a primary base of concrete. I will change the base up and we'll do it on wood later in the video. So 4, we got 4 there, so now we're going to go to 5. So 5's holding as well. So it appears that trussing still holds up to 5. We can add 6 and see if it still holds. 6 does not hold. It can't support it with 6. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause the video. I'm going to reset the test and put a weight on the top of each one of these, the 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then we'll see how it works. Okay guys, welcome back. So for the second part of the test, you see we got some additional trussing set up here, but I have it mounted to a wood side, like wood wall, and then over here I have the start of just wood frames and them set up, and we'll adjust all these. So let's get this going. You did see I put the weights on top of those trusses there. We'll do those momentarily. So steel trusses against coming off a wood wall, structural stability of them. So we take out this frame and see what happens. So steel truss connected to a wood wall cannot support more than 1 truss out. It'll hold 1 truss out. That's it. You put a second one on, it cannot hold it. It falls. So all of these will fall, as you see. Okay. So something to note: you can't attach the steel trusses to the wood anymore. You have to attach it to concrete, or reinforced concrete, for it to have the same stability it had before. Okay, so back here in the last part of this test, we were able to go 5 out, self-supported. So now we put a weight on top, and we're going to see how they hold up with the weight on top. So double truss off concrete holds fine. Triple truss off concrete holds fine. 4 trusses off of concrete holds fine. This is a 5 truss off concrete, does not hold. So it fails with the weight when you come out 5. You can hold it with 4. So we're going to go up and see how much additional weight we can add before it collapses. So I have my concrete right there. And I'm using concrete because it's relatively heavy. So we're going to stand on the pillar. I'm not going to go out there. We'll put a second block. So you got 2 blocks on 4 out. 3 blocks causes it to fail. So structural stability, you can't build more than 3 blocks on a 4 post out. So try this with the 2 block. So I'm gonna put it out there. So 3 blocks, 4 blocks. It falls with a 4th block. So it can hold the 3, which the 4 could not, and vice versa. So let's see. This one should be able to hold 4 blocks. I gotta get up a little higher. So it did hold 4. Metal truss held 4. So 2 out, you can hold up to 4 blocks of concrete on it. I think we'll just go to the main, the most. So for 5 blocks, it falls with 5. So that's about the physics on those. For specific, the trusses, they work very well against reinforced concrete. They do not work at all with the wood whatsoever. So for our wood trusses, I started these a little farther because I know they hold a little bit. They've been a little farther out. So this is a 4 across for the wood. So we're going to remove. Oh, why can't I pick the frame up? Just take it out. So it held 4. I don't know why it's not letting me pick that up. 5 holds. So this is 6 wooden frames out. It held. This is 7 wooden frames. It cannot hold. 7 wooden frames cannot hold. So max distance unsupported for frames is 6. Now for a weight test, same thing. We're going to throw a piece of concrete out here in the end on each one. See how those do. This will give you general idea for trusses and then wood framing. The next portion of this test, I'll have the wood framing up, but I'll have it all reinforced at least once to see how it holds up against that. So the wood truss cannot hold 1 block on it. So these will fail. I know they will, because the other ones failed. So no real weight with those. So we're going to try to reinforce the wood ones, see how they work with a reinforced frame, and we'll go from there. We're going to pause the video and I'll be back once I'm prepped. Okay guys, we're back for the last part of the test. What I did is I reinforced those trusses to simulate like a roof, with where you might have something on top of it, or a floor where you have something on top of it. And we're going to take out the truss again, see if the floor can actually hold up based on the lengths. The next video will be actual platforms, where I'll have the platform and put weights in the center with the 4 pillars, and then a center pillar as well, later tests. So we'll see how these go. Trying to figure out the basics of why a lot of people's bases are collapsing and different things. Definitely figured out a lot with the trusses about attaching them to concrete instead of wood. So this is our wood frame test. See if the reinforced wood frames can hold weight of 1 block. And it still cannot. It can't hold any weight by itself out there. So I think the most it's going to be able to hold weight-wise is probably 2 frames out is going to be able to hold a block, maybe. Yeah, so 2 frames can hold a block. Not sure if 3 frames can hold. I was starting doing with 4, so do this test prep that real quick. And this is 3 frames out with 1 block. So they can hold, you can put your structure out 3 blocks with a concrete weight. Anything more than the 1, and the physics cause it to fail. Yep. So you can see, yep, it falls with a single 2 as well. If you have more than 3 blocks on the wood frame, wood will not hold it. So that's some of the new physics they have. So you're aware. If you're going to do any master or major base building, you need to have reinforced concrete. But at the same time, reinforced concrete cannot go out very far either. I tested this earlier. So to show you this is your reinforced concrete. So we're out 3 there. If I go 4, it'll hold. If I go more than 4, it'll hold. 5, it'll hold. 6, it'll hold. 7, it collapses. Okay? But for every block you come out, you lose blocks off the top for stability. So give you that little baseline again. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was 7, so at 4 out, I should be able to hold 3 blocks. Okay, so plain concrete. 1, 2, 3. So it held 3 blocks of concrete. 4th block, it should collapse. Yep, it collapsed. So that gives you a basic baseline to use. Hope that helps. I hope this video helped. Please give me some more suggestions on what you'd like me to see tested. And if you like the video, please leave that like. Subscribe to the channel. If you don't like it, please let me know why, so I can update and improve the test. Thanks. You guys have a great day.